In a fighting game, it is you versus your opponent. An intense battle of skill, wit and knowledge, at the end of which one of you will be victorious. However, with one person being the winner, there of course has to also be a loser. And being this loser might not feel so great. Depending on the game and the difference in skill between the players, one of them might not even have gotten to really play the game. Just getting launched, comboed and just generally completely wrecked. And though we can't just let the worst player win for no reason, we can certainly try to develop a game where getting comboed doesn't mean that one player just leans back and lets it all happen. A simple option is to give the player the ability to burst out of the combo by spending a resource. But what if I tell you that one fighting game franchise has built its entire gameplay around this very concept? And it's a series you probably don't expect. Dead or Alive, or sometimes dismissively referred to as Discount Tekken, is an amazing franchise with a unique system not seen in any other title. From the second game onwards, the Dead or Alive franchise started really pushing its graphical beauty and wonderful environment, but at its core has always remained a solid, fast-paced 3D fighting game that has more in common with Sega's Virtua Fighter than Namco's Tekken. Quick disclaimer, I am by no means a DOA expert. I have dabbled in loads of the games and really enjoy watching it competitively and just generally get hyped for this franchise. If this video made you interested in the franchise, check out some amazing channels I've linked below. The original Dead or Alive released in 1996 and took a page out of Virtua Fighter's book by having only 3 buttons. One for punching, one for kicking, and one for holding. And it's the unique ways that holding is used that has made the gameplay of this series really stand out. The hold button is used to perform a variety of defensive counterattacks that can be used at any time whilst your character is on the ground. Inputting the correct hold at the right time will avoid or catch an opponent's move and counterattack, or in some cases do some other defensive technique like parrying. Choosing the correct hold requires you to read your opponent and predict what they will do. A high hold only works on high attacks and a low hold only on low attacks. And in the four-way hold system, there are 2 separate holds for mid-attacks, one for punches and one for kicks. Alright, now boo-hoo, the booby game has a third strike parry-like hold system. Who cares? Well, like I said before, these holds can be used at any time whilst you are on the ground. If the opponent is in the middle of comboing you, you will have lost all control over your character except for your ability to throw out holds. Overly simplified, the combo system in DOA works like this. You hit your opponent with a certain move that puts them in a stunned state. Whilst in this state, you are free to do a number of extra grounded moves to add extra damage before launching your opponent into the air and finishing the combo with a juggle. Once again, this is overly simplified. The most out of a combo, you want to keep your opponent grounded. However, this opens the risk that your opponent might read the move you're going to do, hold it and counterattack. However, just like burst baiting in Guilty Gear, if you expect the hold to come out, you can stop your combo and throw the hold for a high counter and a ton of extra damage. This beautiful way in which DOA's triangle system implements risk and reward and says you're not out until you're out makes every second of DOA a thrilling experience to play and to watch. Of course, Dead or Alive is much more than just one mechanic. It features beautiful and interactive stages and a great fluid movement system to move around them and utilize the stage's danger zones, or at least move yourself away from them. Just like Virtua Fighter, DOA, being a 3-button fighter, allows for it to become a lot more pick up and play than many other fighting games, without losing its high skill ceiling. These 3 buttons lead each character to have a ton of moves, and combining them with directions or inputting them as strings. And again, learning where each move in these strings hits and knowing how or when to hold them adds another layer of complexity. If you never saw the Dead or Alive franchise as a serious fighting game, I don't think anyone will blame you for it. The developers themselves certainly tried to swing in a completely different direction after Dead or Alive 3 by launching the Extreme series, a spin-off series focused on only the women of the cast having fun and playing volleyball in their bikinis. The Extreme series may have rotted the public perception of these titles, but that doesn't mean you can't still have some really good, honest fighting fun with the main Dead or Alive games. Now of course the question remains, and pardon the pun, is the Dead or Alive franchise dead or alive? While the future of the DOA franchise is uncertain, that still leaves a lot of people wanting to play with multiple great games to choose from. Dead or Alive 5 and 6 are both still available on modern consoles and PC, and each have a Core Fighters edition. That is a completely free way to try the entire game with. Dead or Alive 2 is available to play on Fightcade through Flycast, and both the newer Dead or Alives as well as the legacy titles have active Discord servers for matchmaking and resources that I have linked below. Want to get into these games but not sure where to start or what to look out for? You can give the channel Force of Nature a watch. I have linked some of their amazing guides in the description. Also in the description are 2 full tournament VODs, one for DOA 6 and one for DOA 2, the footage of which I have been using in this video. If you liked the video, consider giving it a like and subscribing, it really helps out the channel. Looking for a chill Discord server that plays a load of different games? Why not hop into our Discord server? Also linked in the description below. Thanks for watching, and as always, I hope to see you in the next video, and take it easy.